This is a review of the Boscam DV01S. They call it FPV mini receiver. I actually purchased this so that I'll be able to record off my Fat Shark goggles my FPV flights. I was looking for a solution to where I could, it has a video out on the Fat Shark, something light and easy that I could use to do some recordings to put on YouTube and for my own enjoyment. And after doing some searching, I came across this on eBay and thought I'd just do a little review on it. It's called the Wireless Receiver DVR. It's by Boscam. The model number is DV01S. Let's take a little box opening here. It's got a nice little hard cardboard box. Magnets. Not that that really matters, but I thought it was kind of interesting. You open up the product. Here's what you got inside. Take a look at it. Okay, there's our little receiver. It's actually quite small first appearance looking at it. Let's see here. What do we got here? 2.1 inches by 3.35 inches. Let's see what we got here. Not very wide. 0.65, just a little over a half inch. So 3.5 inch by 2 inch by a little over a half inch. So pretty portable for sure. As I can see on the top here, it's got a place to hook the USB cable up to, because this is a DVR, so the whole intention is to be able to record video. Looks like it's pretty simple controls here. We have an audio video out and an audio video in. Nothing on that side. Oh, looks like we got a little antenna. Well, that's interesting. It's removable. That could be a good thing. You want to put a higher power antenna on there. Back side. Looks like it's got a 3.7 volt lithium battery in it. I'm not sure what the... See if I can find out what the milliamps is on this. Well, it does not say what the milliamps are. Interesting. I'm guessing, looking at it, probably 600 or 700. Does that slide back on there now? Wow. Nice secure battery holder. And this is one of the reasons why I decided to go in with this. Is it's got this remote control, which my thought is on all this is what I'm going to be able to do is I'm going to do a video out of the Fat Shark into the audio video in on this, and then obviously I'll be able to hit this wireless remote. Have this in my top pocket, because I mean this is definitely something that fit in your pocket, and hit the record button on the remote and start recording, or just recording whenever I take off. Either way, as you notice on the antenna, it does have a 5.8 receiver in it, but I believe it's 8 channels, and I don't know if the channels match my Fat Shark. I don't believe they do, which that's really not a problem, because that wasn't my intention anyway. I'm planning on using my Fat Shark as my receiver, and I just need this to do the video recording for me. Let's see if it's got any juice on it. Initial, I think it looks pretty good as far as resolution. It'll look better once I get some video going here. There's what it looks like powered on. It's got sleep off and on, so I'm guessing sleep, it's gonna put it to sleep. Yeah, and then I'm guessing I'll be able to, there it is. So now I can turn it off and on with the remote. So I'm guessing if that turns, A turns it on, I bet you B turns it off. or puts it back to sleep. Yep. That's really kind of cool. Kind of nifty there. Okay, also included in the box, let's see what we got here. We got the manual. Is it China English or is it English? It looks well written. It's a glossy paper. It's actually a real manual. I know sometimes you get this stuff off of eBay and it's looks like something that come off of a photostat or a fax machine. Looks pretty inclusive. I have to find out how good the manual is. Hey, it's got one in Chinese too. Good to know. What else we got here? Looks like a 90-degree audio video cable. A USB cable. And a USB adapter, I guess, to charge it off of Wally C. Now, I'm not going to open this right now. I don't need it. I use my computer to charge it anyway. So it comes with a pretty good set of cables. Okay, after taking a short break there, I wanted to kind of read the manual, see if I can get a good understanding of it. From what it says, you're able to put it in sleep mode. Will be to where you can turn it off and on the remote. When you turn it on, it's just straight on. As far as the other one is play, record, and lock. If you set it on record or lock, it will automatically, when you power it on, it will start recording the video source. And there's some settings in here. I don't know if we want to go through all those, but go ahead and kind of pull the menu up here. It's really not a very complicated menu. Basically, you've got your video selection, loop recording, lightness, contrast, saturation is pretty much all the settings on that screen. Hit the channel, navigate to the other one, and then you've got your language, your date, your time, which is actually accurate. Your vibration mode, it vibrates when you turn it on and off. It's got a beep. You got auto off, and I'm sure you can set that for dang it, push the wrong button. It's kind of hard to show this at the same time. Auto off. Video system, that's the recording system, which actually, for me being in the United States, I should, okay, yeah, there we go. And we'll do it to NTSC, which is the standard for video in the United States. Okay. You can format the card, and that's pretty much it as far as settings. It doesn't have any resolution or anything, but obviously whatever your recording resolution is what the digital DVR should record. Well, I've ran into my first problem. And basically here's what it is. If you get my fat sharks out here, show you. Fat sharks have a video out, which is perfect. That's what I need. And I can plug these, came actually with the Fat Shark. You can plug these into here, and now I have video out. Well, what came with the mini DVR, this, which this plugs in to the audio video in here. Now what I could do is I could get me some, and one of them's in stereo, I guess, and the other one, as far as the Fat Shark cable, has 3, but I'm sure that's right and left audio, which that's not a problem. I can just hook right audio up, and there's your video. Now, here's where the problem entails. Now, I did look, and I can get some butt connectors, and which is female to female, so that I can connect these together, so that I'd have this cable running over to this cable, which would be a solution. but kind of defeats my purpose. I want this to be light and portable. I'm going to be FPV flying. Basically, I want to drop this in my pocket and have one thin cable that comes and plugs to this guy right here on the fat shark. Look. Here comes another problem. One of them is your standard. I think that's a 3.5, and I'm guessing this is probably a 2.5. So I have a 3.5 mil. That's a 4-prong too. It's going to have your video, left, right channels, ground for shield. So these will have to be a 4-pole, I guess is what I think that's what they call them. That's a 4-pole as well. So I need a cable that goes from 3.5 to 2.5 on one end and one on the other end. This is going to take a little searching. I'm going to stop this video now. You know, in the magic world of videos, you can stop and do some research and come back. So I don't know. I'm going to have to probably be ordering something, is what I'm guessing. See what I can find online that has that configuration, which is going to be a little bit. I've seen these 4 poles, 3.5s and 3.5s. I'm more concerned about that little 2.5 there, or 1.5. I guess that's 2.5. But yeah, you can see definitely I need something to go from there to there without all this mess in here. So I will be back after I see if I can find a solution. We're back. Amazing how fast in the world of video editing you can make something happen. Anyway, after some extensive research, I could find a 4-pole, and that's what it's called, 3.5 to 3.5, which is basically a cable that will support video as well as light and left channels plus ground. So you have 4 poles on each of these ends. The problem was I could not find a 3.5 to 2.5, not without extraordinary, like $25 for a cable that shouldn't cost more than a few dollars. So after some research, I found that I could order this cable here on Banggood for, I think the cable was like $4, and that's with its gold connectors, so it's high end. The wire's nice and flexible, feels like silicone wire. And then what I had to find was a male to male or female to male 2.5 adapter, which Banggood did actually have that as well, and I think this was like $3. So for like $7, I've got my setup here, which now I can do is I can put the 3.5 into the 2.5, which that is a 2.5. I double checked. Well, obviously this is a 2.5, and it goes into audio video in, and then the other part of the cable goes into the fat shark. So now I have a simple, really light single wire here that I can just throw this in my top pocket. It's not going to be bothersome. It's not going to weigh down my goggles. I'm not going to be dragging cords around. I'm just tickling. It's got an internal battery, so I don't have to worry about carrying another battery pack. So this is the perfect solution. I'm going to go ahead and stop this video now and kind of give you a review on the video quality and see how that goes through my fat sharks. Okay, kind of show you my setup here. I have a little 5.8 transmitter that I had handy to hopefully you can see that, but it's a little 5.8 video transmitter. Just using it for testing purposes to kind of show you how this little Boscam works. I've got a camera hooked up to it, and then I have it hooked up to the Boscam right here. You know, that's just straight video to video receiver off of this. I don't even have the antenna out. Range seems to be pretty good. I mean, obviously it's not a dipole antenna, so it's fairly limited, but I didn't really get it for that. You can see there's the video. I'm also I should record that too. Let me go ahead and record some of that too. I just clicked record, which it is recording now. Oh, I've got it on lock. Put it on lock, you don't see the video, but it's still recording it, as you can see in the red dot in the corner there. But Go ahead and move my hand here a couple of times and just kind of give you an idea of the video quality, because I can show this on the I'll download the SD card off the Boscam after I'm showing this example here. But there you go, that's just straight off the antenna. Now what I really bought it for, which is kind of cool, but a couple of my FPV racers don't run on the same frequency as that, and I never intended to use an antenna on this anyway, so it's just kind of a cool little neat feature. Just thought I would show. But now let's move over to the fat shot gurgles and show you how it receives in them, which means that I'm receiving it through my fat sharks here, which actually I probably should put an antenna. You know, I'm not without your antenna, so anyway, there we go. Okay, after I stopped there for a second, I wanted to put my antenna on the fat shark, but now as you can see, I don't know if you can see in there or not, but I've got the fat shark. But the really cool thing is now, with this one cable, fat shark is now video outing the display onto the DVR, and it is recording. And as yours running low on this little DVR, I haven't recorded it, so let me see if I can just hook up. Okay. Well, good. I was able to hook up the DVR, I mean the USB cable up and start recharging it while we're recording. It's still recording. Kind of show you real quick. There's the video. This affect anything on the fat sharks, and I should be able to be recording all this on the little DVR now, so I'll be able to get my quadcopter flights or my races. I don't actually race, I just do FPV on the little runners, and be able to start recording it to a really portable device. So far I'm very impressed in it. Total cost, I have about $100 in it. I think I gave like $85 for the little Boscam DVR off eBay, and then like I said, I got about $8 in cable, so less than $100. And I've got a 16 gig SD card in there, but that was laying around, so I'm not going to count that cost in there. But anyway, that pretty much shows you what the little Boscam setup does for DVR. I think I've come up with a nifty way to start recording some videos. Hopefully here pretty soon on my channel you'll start seeing some FPV flights on the little Walkera runner that I just got.